Welcome back, everybody. Day 3 of the Zed Racer International races. Welcome back, Derek.
Hiya, how's it going?
Not too bad, thanks yourself.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good, good. So I've got the fixtures up on the screen today. A couple of interesting, well, all the races have been interesting to be honest, but particularly Iceberg Racing versus East Coast Stables today. Those are two of my early picks in the tournament to do well. It'll be good to see those two go head to head. See it being quite a close race, to be honest. So just going through who we got today: Red Hero versus Flaming Donkey Enterprises, Great Escal Racing versus Sharks on Heroin, McGuinness Racing versus Great Valkyrie Racing, Iceberg Racing versus East Coast Stables, Intense Racing versus Emerald Aussie Stable, and Supreme Display of Talent against Sprocket's Big Stable. So it's the first fixture for a couple of these, but it's the second for a few of them. Have a quick look through the groups. Groups A to D have all raced. It'll be the first race for Red Hero and Flaming Donkey Enterprises in Group E, and the first race for Sharks and Heroin versus Great Icicle Racing in Group F. And we've got a couple more here: Great Valkyrie Racing, McGuinness Racing in Group G, and East Coast Racing and East Coast Stables and Iceberg Racing in Group H. So we had quite a few close races yesterday.
Yeah, especially that one that was half a point.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Last one of the night, wasn't it?
Yeah, picked on the line by one of his own horses still gets me.
I know, yeah, that's it's devastating, that isn't it? What a way to lose.
Yeah, lost because of his own horse. I hope that jockey got fired. Oh, don't have jockeys yet.
Yeah, they definitely needed a call to be a bit of a team player there. Just sit back. So I've added a little extra filter on this to hide the completed races. However, I realised afterwards that the races will be completed, obviously. So after the third race, so it'll disappear off here. So it's pretty pointless for the stream, but pretty useful if you just want to see what's coming up, I guess.
I like what you've done with our cam sharing thing, so I can see your screen.
Oh yeah, yeah. We tried this I think we tried it in the first stream and it didn't work. It crashed Streamlabs, but I didn't try it since. But yeah, it seems to work. It seems to work today.
The only thing I think we might need to try after this is try and make it so it's bigger on my screen because I can barely see it. Yeah, it will be better because now I won't be in front of you or behind you.
Yeah, you can see where I'm at. So let's take a quick look at the first race that we've got coming up. 2 Flames for Red Hero. Hopefully he pops on stream today. He's probably up early watching the football actually. If he's into football actually, not quite sure on that. That's what wrong me eye today. But yeah, the Aussies. Did the Aussies go through in the football?
They did. Who did they beat? I can't remember. They beat. Was it Denmark? Yeah, I think so. Can't remember.
So their skin will be worth a bit more, no doubt, now that they're not gone out. So I'm kind of secretly glad that Mexico went out, didn't they?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, secretly glad that they did because I want one of their skins. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to be
cheap now.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, because I think the next round is all based on the teams that make the quarterfinal. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's fastest horses or something in the Metaverse Cup.
Yeah, so I've got a Poland skin, so the fact that they
just about scraped through.
Yeah. Not that I've got any fast horses, but yeah. Actually, that's a lie. I do. Young again, I think gets in the top like 200, but I don't know if that's any good.
I guess it totally depends who's got what skins on what horses, really, isn't it? I don't even know what the scoring is for the next round of the Metaverse Cup. Is it just like the top 100 fastest horses or something, or top 32?
Not sure. Don't know.
Well,
I think originally when I read it, I thought, well, I've got no chance of that, so I just skipped it.
Well, hopefully England get to the final because that's where the fun race is, isn't it?
Yeah, can't see that happening. You never know. I
We've got France.
A lot of goals, don't they? So
yeah, I think we've got France or Argentina in the path, haven't we?
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure they're in the same side as the bracket as us. So.
Okay. Yeah, France. I mean, France have got Poland now, so they've got nothing to worry there, have they?
No.
I don't think.
No.
France have looked impressive so far. So, mind you, Brazil. I don't know. I think Brazil have as well. I just think they've not 100% clicked yet, but on the ball they look amazing.
Yeah, they always do, don't they? It's just they haven't been performing in tournaments. Not as well as they could be anyway, or as well as people expect them to. I suppose you could say the same thing about England, though.
Yeah, I mean Spain as well. Like Spain, they love keeping the ball, don't they?
Yeah.
But that's going to be an interesting group tomorrow. That, yeah, I think what is it? 3 of them on 3 points. No, 4 points, 3 points. Can't remember. Spain's on 4. I think 2 on 3, and then Germany's on 1. I think. So I think they all can get through still.
Yeah. There's been quite a few shocks in the World Cup as well, hasn't there?
Yeah, there always is. That's what makes it fun. Be interested to see, like, yeah, because I think originally they were all worried about the heat, but apparently, like, I've heard the commentators just say that the aircon works really well in the stadium. I was like, there's aircon in the stadium?
Well, the whole stadium is air conditioned.
I think so. That's what they said. It seems to be cooler in there because they have the aircon on. Whether or not I've just misheard that, I thought, how's that even possible? But yeah, I think they spray like cold water, don't they? I think.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome, Sharks and Ponies. He's asking you to crank your mic up, Derek.
Yeah, it's out of my control. I can't. It's the same as you. If I turn you up, you don't go up either.
Yeah.
It's like it's level for me. Can you turn it up?
It's at maximum.
Someone said that yesterday. Right, I'll have a better look. See if I can find out why it's low.
Yeah, it's can I go above 100%? No. And now I've just got to whisper. Are we that far off in the on the sync? It looks on my screen like on the mixer that they're pretty level. Have a try now, Derek. See if that's any better.
Hello? Is that better? I guess we won't know until Sharks tells us.
Yeah. So first fixture, Red Hero Stable versus Flaming Donkeys. So hopefully not too long to go anyway now. But yeah, hopefully we get some races as good as we have the past couple of nights.
Okay, he said that's a little better.
Cool. I don't think there's anything else I can do on there, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out exactly where I can turn it up. I go into anything microphone, it doesn't give me anything to turn up. It's weird. Maybe if I go into sounds and settings, I might be able to do something there.
This is when your microphone breaks. You're fiddling with the settings. So distances in this first race for the sprint, 1,200, 1,800 for the mid, and 2,400 for the marathon. We have a quick look at the teams here. Red Heroes captain, Underworld Thrills. Quick check at their stats here. So Red Hero with quite a strong mid presence. Does have quite good cover for the team though, to be fair. Very nice team from Redman. Let's check out Flaming Donkeys. Past your bedtime, captain. Z21 Finny Cross. I wonder if they're still crosses. There's Beauty and Pacer there as well. Let's check the profit out on Jim. So a mix of distance preferences. So fairly balanced on both sides, really. Just red is slightly more or slightly less extreme distance preferences. He does have a good sprinter. Just check where his captain races actually. Let's have a look. His captain's a marathoner. Flaming Donkey. His captain is a marathoner as well. So captain versus captain in the marathons. Both got their favourite preferred distance preference at 2,500 in the marathon. So it could come down to that. Which captain does best in the marathon?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Not long left to go for the first race. As soon as this first one gets going, we're pretty much non-stop after that. Welcome, Red.
Hello, Red.
That hello goodbye horse caused a bit of a problem earlier because it's got a comma in its name. Messed up my spreadsheet. No flames for any captain, obviously, in the sprints.
Who had the flames again?
Red Hero has 2 with Catch and Release and Hello Goodbye, and Flaming Donkey's got 1 with Flaming Blood. It's a Zed 15 Zabo Elite.
And we got another Class 4 horse in the race. And yesterday, the Class 4 horse done well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise, that was. Here we go, 1,200 metres. Red Hero Stable versus Flaming Donkeys. Be the one to watch here. Hello Goodbye. Race is a bit laggy today. So just approaching 600 metres. So and here they go. Past your bedtime with an early lead. It's no chance it's holding that.
It's always past my bedtime.
300 metres to go. Hello Goodbye catching up here. It's definitely taken past your bedtime. Is it going to go in? Yeah, that looks like a good result for Red Hero Stable there. It's quite a chunk of them finishing in the top half, I think.
He's just got 1 to 5 and then 8th. So yeah, massive start there. That's a massive lead. Getting the first 5 home.
57.5 to 26.5 from the sprint.
Wow. I think that might be the biggest start we've had.
Very likely, yeah. Very
there
likely.
Was one similar yesterday, but not quite that big.
No, we had Crimson Hands top 6 sweep, but obviously that wasn't the first race, was it?
Yeah, that was second race, yeah.
So the next race, 1,800 metres. Red Hero Stable taking all the flames in this one. Space Junkie ready for the weekend and reanimation.
There was a bigger one yesterday in the one that ended up with half a point in it. That had a bigger result.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they had 59 to 25.5. But definitely got to be the second biggest start I think in this tournament so far.
So Redman thinks Space Junkie is definitely coming last, so we'll keep an eye on him in this race. Yeah, 2,400 perfect distance preference for both of their captains. I think Jimmy's got well, Flaming Donkey's got a big gap to catch up on now without any flames, so they'll need some good far rolls, and then I don't think they'll be able to put everything in the last race.
Yeah, they have a bit of a mountain to climb now, don't they, after that first result?
It's not like Red's got a hole in his team at the marathon distance.
No, he hasn't.
Quite the opposite, actually.
But Red finished top of this group as well, so, you know, started off well. Redman just said sprints was his weakness as well.
Well, it's a strong showing for his weak distance there.
So you should get 1 to 6, 1 to 6 the next two.
It's Flaming Donkeys, they're all in skins, aren't they?
Yes, look like it.
Yeah.
Bit of a mix as well.
Even the Budweiser one making an appearance.
I'm going to wear Year Supply of Bud. Just because I don't like it.
So here we go with race 2. Funny. Red Hero Stable versus Flaming Donkeys. Let's quickly keep an eye on Space Junkie.
Space Junkie for the last place.
Some of the Argentinian skin's quite nice actually. Looks a lot better in game.
Pretty even at the moment.
Alright. 1,000 meters to go. Just over halfway.
Where some of them should break, hopefully. Or not.
They're holding out on us. Who's going to break first? Flaming Blood. Reanimation looking strong. Underworld Thrills looking strong there as well. Space Junkie coming in.
Finishing quick here, aren't they?
Yeah. All of the Red Hero horses catching up now. 4 of them have gone ahead. 5 could be a top 6 sweep here. Oh, no, he's not going to get the 6.
Wow. He got the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7th. Dominating
result there.
Wow. He did say sprints was his weak one, but Space Junkie didn't get 12th. got 4th.
Very close to 3rd as well.
That's another big result.
Let's see what that's done to the score.
That's obviously Flaming Donkeys can't win now after those 2.
No, so 61.5 to 25.5, which is very close to the maximums there, maximum minimum. I don't. Yeah, I don't think there's a. I don't think there's a way. No, there's not a way at all that Flaming Donkeys can come back in this. So that's the first time we've had the the fixture over after the second race. To be honest.
Yeah, it is.
Moving on to the marathon, 2,400 meters. Red Hero with the flames and the captain flaming as well. Underworld Thrills. No flames for Flaming Donkeys, unfortunately.
Maybe you can salvage something in the last, because you never know the for and against.
Yeah, I mean it could help down the line, but I think such a big gap. If you are on points, I don't. It's going to be difficult to make that back.
Yeah.
A very strong start for Redman in his first two races. Looks like your group pick is going to be doing well there then.
Yeah.
Who else have they got in that group? Ooh.
Lucky Jacks, I think, group, isn't it? Yeah, Lucky Jacks, instead of DNA, and obviously Flaming Donkeys.
Keep an eye on Red Hero versus Lucky Jacks then.
Yeah, see if Lucky Jacks do another comeback.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Lucky Jack was quite strong on marathons, wasn't he? So he got his
yeah, I think
made
so.
that comeback, didn't he? So the final race in the fixture between Red Hero Stable and Flaming Donkeys. It's just a formality at this point, and hopefully Flaming Donkeys gets a few points here just to give them a bit more of a chance in the group stage, but no chance of winning it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's been pretty dominant from Red Hero.
Very close to the top six in the last race as well, the top six sweep.
Yep.
We've only had one of those so far.
And I'm gonna call him Red Halo at some point. just I used to play with a guy whose nickname was Red Halo, so how I haven't done that yet, I'm not sure.
So we'll keep an eye on the captain. So Red Hero be useful if he comes first. Just for those extra points. You never know when you're going to draw. It was very close. The Poland result very close to going through on yellow cards, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's how close they were.
Still won on yellow cards. That's why they were. I mean, they almost mucked up. Did you see the pass back?
Yeah, awful. Absolutely awful. From both teams, actually, Argentina should have finished that as well.
Yeah. Got friends from Argentina, so I've got to support them every now and again.
Just over halfway through. Team starting to separate slowly. Here's go on the break. Underworld Thrills taking the early lead. Past Your Bedtime, also a marathoner. 2,400 was its preferred distance. Looks like it's got quite a strong break actually. It's just taken Underworld Thrills. Flaming Donkey's got 3.
It's looking
3
like
out of the top 4.
Donkey may get this race. Bit of a.
So still a fair way to go.
It's going to be tight.
Reanimation coming in. Not sure if he's quite got enough to catch up with Past Your Bedtime there, but he's not too far off. I think Past Your Bedtime's got this. Bit more of an even race this time.
Yeah. Still some good results there though from Red Hero. So you actually won that round.
Not got the fixture yet.
Flaming Donkeys won the round.
Yep, Flaming Donkey's with a steal in the last race of the fixture, 2,400 meters. Very close though, but the final score wasn't very close. 161.5 to Red Hero and 97 to Flaming Donkey Enterprises. See who we got up next. Great Icicle Racing versus Sharks on Heroin. So Great Icicle Racing, 1,200 meters. Great Icicle Racing with 1 flame. Sharks on Heroin with 2, including the captain Empress Moon. They look like quite a balanced team here. There's a couple of Z1 Genesis. 3 Z1 Genesis in this race.
Oh wow.
2 for Sharks on Heroin and 1 for Great Icicle Racing. They're pretty much balanced everywhere after that. 2 good teams here. England skin making an appearance twice.
That means I'm on their side. No.
Good luck, Sharks. Some nice skins on display.
I think I've got 3 horses before from Sharks on Heroin. When I first joined, I think I was in some big charity competition and got a couple of free breeds. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're any good?
Can't remember.
You gotta say yes is in the chat.
Yeah, they're the best sources I've ever had.
So here we go. First race between Great Icicle Racing and Sharks on Heroin. Empress Moon, the captain for Sharks on Heroin with the flames. Can keep an eye on these Z1s as well, because you never know what they can do. Frosted Phantom doesn't need flames apparently. No flames required. So we're over halfway through. Horse is starting to break now. Thrills and Chills with an early lead. Empress Moon. Close second. Looks like he's just taken first. See you later coming up. Catching up here.
Nothing flying though, is there? I don't.
No, they're looking quite even on the break. Oh, here we go. Is that Frosted? Yes, Frosted Phantom. Is that Frosted Phantom? It was, yeah. Well, there you go. Sharks knows his horses very well. No flames required. Bags the first in the first race.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to take an early lead there as well, getting the first, second, and 4th.
Yeah.
So a good start from Sharks.
Captain second as well. Let's take a quick look at the fixtures. 52.5 to 33.5. So
yeah, that's a good start.
Nice start there. Start. So in the mid-distance, we're at 1,600 meters, not a million miles away from where we just were. Empress Moon still flaming. Behind the arc, Z1 Genesis for Great Icicle Racing with the flames. And, oh, Frosted Phantom has actually got flames this time. That's probably a bad sign, isn't it, Sharks? No flames required. It's always a bad sign when they end up getting them.
a weird thing, especially when they go on a really bad run. My horse at Flames literally like 80-90% of the time is on a real bad run at the moment and keeps getting 12 and it's winding me up. Makes
It's
me
the
think the
worst.
horse is dead. Yeah, but it's that random generator.
Those
Annoying me.
nasty VAR streaks.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how many good horses have actually been dumped from a bad VAR streak.
To be fair, you can have real big ones as well. Like you
Yeah.
could easily have ones with 50 races.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. Yeah. Would be nice. I don't know. Maybe if you can run against your own horses a little bit in stable, but have like a maximum amount of runs or something you can do, just so you don't accidentally waste a horse.
Yeah. I imagine people will be doing that quite a bit when party mode comes in.
Yeah.
Not sure what they can do, what Zed can do to stop that sort of thing, or whether or not they just leave it open for everybody just to throw whatever horses in. But it can be definitely used to get quite a bit of useful data. I suppose with the incoming patch, knowing the evo and the overall strength of the horse is going to be a bit of a benefit.
Yeah. I suppose when custom races come as well, it will allow you to run all these horses against each other as well.
Yeah.
Let me know if the viewers all of a sudden go up one or two. I posted a couple of minutes ago the first result up on Twitter just to see if anyone else joins.
Nice, nice.
I was just saying in general.
Party mode's a bit of a dream at the moment. Something that they've been teasing for quite a while about bringing it in, but I imagine the custom race API is going to come in first. So places like doing tournaments like this and the tournament stand runs, they'll be a lot smoother and way more frequent and be able to handle a lot more horses. We were quite limited in how many we could do in this, just down to spamming poor Dan and Harry with spreadsheets to load up the custom races. So we're off in the second race. Empress Moon with the Flames as the captain for Sharks and Heroin. Behind the arc, the Z1 Genesis for Great Icicle Racing. And Frosted Phantom with the Flames for Sharks on Heroin. There's that behind the arc. It's hiding behind the thrilling counter. There we go. So 1600 metres. Just approaching the halfway point. He's going to be braking first every single day with the early lead. Hyper Thrill definitely catching up on the inside there. Thrills and Chills with the win. Let's see how that's affected the fixtures.
That looks like a pretty even result, so that's going to be a close one, I think.
Yeah, 1.5 in it in the second race. Sharks on Heroin leading 98 to 77.5 going into the final one. Final distance 2,400 metres. Frosted Phantom with the Flames again. Thrills and Chills flaming this time for Great Icicle Racing as their captain. And first flame for Shadow Eclipse. Shark saying this is his weakest part of the team. But he has nabbed 2 flames from there. His Frosted Phantom's a good horse. Got a bit of time just to check him out. Let's have a quick look at old Frosty Phantom there. He just flames everywhere, doesn't it? Quick look at his profit.
Going to be big.
Nice, nice. Well, he snapped a flame in the marathon there as well. Shadow Eclipse getting it as the other marathoner in the team. Let's take a quick look at. Get those back.
Frills and Chills also has it, the one that just won that race.
Yeah, so Great Oscar Racing not the strongest in marathon either, so I think they're pretty well balanced teams here.
Yeah, big. I think that amount of points is going to be quite hard to catch. And the teams are quite well balanced.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot between them to be able to pick that out, pick up a big win at the end. But you never know with a good far roll, or 2 or 3.
So Shark said this is his weak point. So, well, someone said that yesterday, didn't they? And they still got like the first 4 home. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So you never know. Problem is you're racing against teams that are doing the same sort of thing, so you kind of really don't know what weak and strong is unless you're looking at every single individual horse. Which even then it's hard work to work out.
Yeah, that's it, and it's as you say, it's really down to the team selection, isn't it? And I think a lot of these are pretty much coming down to the captain selection and how well the captain performs.
Yeah.
Given how close they are.
Yeah, I've got this horse at the moment that was doing probably like a 55% win rate in double ups in class 2. I got down to class 4 and now it's worse, and I'm now in class 5 and it can't win. Cut that out. Because it baffles me, that horse. It's just winding me up.
It's been lapped by the sounds of it, isn't it?
Yeah. I think I need to like run it in 3 races again and get to class 2. Class 2 easier to win these days?
Probably.
Yeah.
I know BG Alt on Twitter did a quick analysis of the strength of paid racing from class 6 all up to class 1. I think class 5 was just as strong. Class 5, 4 and 3 were just as strong as class 2 because of all the down classing.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
So the final race between Great Oscar Racing and Sharks on Heroin. Not too much in it. It's still winnable by either team. I think Great Oscar Racing would need quite a dominant win to catch up now. Which seems unlikely given how close they are.
Yeah, he might need first and second to have a really good chance.
Definitely needs a performance from his captain here. Just over halfway. We get the early break. Hyper Thrill. Thrills and Chills coming up on the outside. It's the captain. Does look like he's catching the leader, so suspect him to take the lead at some point here. Frosted Phantom not far behind, is catching up as well.
Who's the captain in this one?
Thrills and Chills for Great Oscar Racing and Empress Moon for Sharks on Heroin. So that's Thrills and Chills. He's definitely catching up there, but will it be enough to hold off Frosted Phantom? I'm not quite sure. See You Later coming on strong as well. Still 300 metres to go. See You Later should take the lead here.
Yeah, looks like it.
Shadow Eclipse coming up strong on the outside as well. It's not looking good for Great Oscar Racing here. It's like a 1, 2, 3.
Well, aren't they?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 finish there from Sharks.
And a 4th actually.
Was it the 4th? Did they get the 4th as well?
Yeah. So, yeah, it turned out to be you've just extended your lead. So, nice first win there. Nice big points.
Oh yeah, he did. Every single day. Did he just nab 4th as well, didn't he there?
Yeah.
Let's see where we are on the fixtures. Final result not in just yet. It's definitely a win for Sharks on Heroin anyway. There was no chance Great Oscar Racing came back from that. The results needed to be flipped, really.
Yep. Heart in his chest.
Yeah, well, congratulations, Sharks. So we'll check on that result shortly, but it was definitely a win for the Sharks. And let's see if it's come through already. It's like the API has been a bit slow, so we'll move on to the next race: McGuinness Racing versus Great Valkyrie Racing. Great Valkyrie Racing with 2 flames here: Sharp Shadow, Z2 Genesis, and Honey Moonlight, Z7 exclusive.
And it's a class 4 horse.
Which one's that? Honey Moonlight.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Class 4 against all these class 1.
I think Lacey.
If that horse is good, yeah.
Forgotten Dreams with Flames for McGuinness Racing.
Got a few skins in this one as well.
Let's see if I can get those that result up in the meantime without disturbing the stream. No, so that fixture just hasn't come through just yet. We're just still waiting for that to come through.
Seems to happen on 1 or 2 races, doesn't it?
Yeah, the Zed API is a bit weird now and then. It'll send the race result through with 11 horses in.
Oh, okay.
So just has to wait for it to sort itself out. So first race between McGuinness Racing and Great Valkyrie Racing at 1,000 metres for the sprint. Great Valkyrie Racing taking 2 of the flames. Neither captain flaming. Just coming up to the halfway point. Here we go with the break. Shoot us off first. Already lost its position. Trumpeter and Trampoline. It's looking like a strong finish here for McGuinness Racing at the moment. 100 metres to go. Great Valkyrie Racing catching up here.
Oh, it's going to be close.
It's taken first. Great Valkyrie Racing now first then.
Bloody class 4 horse.
Yeah, it looked like it. Honey Moonlight.
Wow.
Very close race there. So we've got first, second, third for McGuinness Racing. Fourth for Great Valkyrie Racing. Let's see if we've...
The Great Valkyrie, I think, might just be in front there.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Going to be close.
Let's take a look at the fixtures. We do have the results in for Sharks on Heroin versus Great Oscar Racing now, 148 to 110.5. Good result for Sharks there. This race, yes. McGuinness Racing just nabbed that, 48.5 to 36.5.
Nice.
So, mid-distance, we've got a flame for the captain, Bad Mood, for McGuinness Racing. Trampoline, with flames as well for McGuinness Racing. And Spiral Shatter for Great Valkyrie Racing. Just while we're waiting for that race to start, let's have a quick look at their teams. Pop them onto Profit. So, McGuinness Racing sprint and mid. So he needs a big lead. They need a big lead from these first 2 fixtures, first 2 races. And Valkyrie Racing, pretty balanced there. Pretty balanced. So with McGuinness Racing not having any marathoners, I think that's definitely the time for Great Valkyrie Racing to pick back up. catch up any points. Can't drift too far away though. The 12 away at the moment, not too far. Perhaps not quite as dominant as McGuinness Racing would have liked there, considering they're definitely, well, it seems like they're gonna drop some points in the marathon, but you can never tell, really, can you? Especially as some of these horses have never ran there.
Yeah, and that's what makes it also interesting, isn't it? When you got two teams that are similar. You know, the donkeys. If they've all got donkeys in the last, then the donkey's got to win, haven't they?
Exactly, yeah. Something's got to win. Something's got to take flames as well.
Yeah.
We'll see how McGuinness do in this one. Definitely favours them in the distance preference for the 1600 in the mids. If it had been a bit higher, I definitely would have gone over to Great Valkyrie Racing to be the favourites there.
Yeah, that 1600 one I think is definitely interesting, isn't it? We've seen a couple of times like that.
Yeah.
Especially when it's 14 and 16. That's the beauty of doing the random draw, I think, as well.
Yeah, yeah. It stops people just jamming in pure, horses for the distance preferences that they know they're going to get. You've got no chance of doing that, really. You're going to have to, well, either go all in on one, or keep it nice and balanced. So we've seen the various approaches people have taken.
And that's why I think so far this has actually been quite an interesting tournament. You know, I've been in quite a few of the other tournaments run by the other guys. I do, I'm not in this, but I'm watching it, and it's definitely up there with some of the better ones.
Yeah, it's got entertainment value, hasn't it, with the variations of distances and the three races per fixture and that sort of thing.
Yeah, when Zombie Racing first done these tokens and massive ones, it was similar. You had really tight results. I've had obviously other competitions that have been tight results over there as well. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I think a lot of places switched over to that Formula Z scoring to favour the winners a bit more.
Yes.
I think it works quite nicely with the tight scoring on this, given the the captain with the 1.5 points and 1.5 times points.
Yeah, keeps things nice and tight.
So we are just over halfway now. Horses have broke away. Bad Mood with a early lead. It's a captain for McGuinness Racing. You'll be hoping that can hold out. It's looking strong at the moment.
We've not actually seen many captains win though, have we? We have seen it, but
yeah. We'll have to have a look at that actually and see how likely the captains are to win. Looks like Bad Mood's got a strong break here. Just over 200 metres to go. It doesn't look like anything's going to catch it unless some sort of miracle happens here from Great Valkyrie Racing. Looks like a strong result for McGuinness Racing. It's the first. Ooh, I think they might have lost second there. Spiral Shatter nabbed second by the looks of it. It's maybe not the worst result there for Valkyrie given the distance.
Yeah, I just realised that's Lacey, isn't it? Great.
Yeah.
I've got to support Lacey. She's got the same surname. That's my theory on things. I think she may have lost that round.
Yeah, 49 to 38 in that round. So a gap of 23 going into the final distance. Obviously, 2,200 is going to favour more Great Valkyrie Racing than McGuinness Racing. So could be the late comeback here.
Yep, and all three flames. So
yeah, including the captain counterstroke.
And we've definitely seen it before.
Yeah, Sharks. ECS versus Iceberg Racing going to be a good race up next. Two of the two favourites. Two of my early picks.
You're going to have to tell us who's going to win then between those two tonight.
It's got to be. I've got to go with ECS. I have to. I think to be fair, ECS probably kept me playing Zed and kept me staying interested in it just from when I bought a couple of horses from him, which turned out to be amazing. And ever since then, I've always got my breeds through him wherever I can. So yeah, I'll be the ECS fanboy.
Yeah, I need to get a few more breeds from him. I've got one.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy, to be fair. Both are as well. Jake's a legend as well.
Not met a bad person yet, to be honest.
Yeah, quite different approaches the way they've gone. Iceberg and his monsters, and ECS has definitely got the more balanced team of the two.
Yeah, Iceberg did just win the Stable Wars at Zombie Racing as well.
Oh, nice.
The arbitrage racing.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I think it was about a month after, maybe 2 months ago.
Always enjoy hearing arbitrage lose.
But he won well. He didn't just win; he won.
Dominant.
Yeah, he really did. So, you know, as much as I've been saying, I think it's been a mistake. What am I to question somebody that's that's the stable master? Yeah.
So 3 flames for Great Valkyrie Racing, Counterstroke, the captain, aggressive counter, Zed 12 Butte, and the Barclay Sabo Z4 Genesis. Yeah, Sharks was very close to Iceberg as well by the signs of it. Yeah, I always enjoy hearing arbitrage lose just because of how much he wins. It's nothing against the guy. It's just always good to see the underdogs take him out.
Yeah, it does.
So 2,200 meters in the final race between McGuinness Racing and Great Valkyrie Racing. Great Valkyrie Racing needs a fairly strong finish here. Definitely the favourites at this distance. Should be praying for a very strong finish from Counterstroke here, I think. Let's get Counterstroke up.
How many people we got in chat at the moment, out of interest?
8. Don't know if that number's accurate, but it's probably a bit delayed.
It probably is, yeah.
We get more views with the replays, to be honest, just because the time zone differences and things. People like to skip through to where their race is.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Just coming up to halfway point now.
I think as well, once we get to quarterfinals and we've got that person doing the commentating for us and make it a little bit more thrilling as well, we probably get more people hopefully coming on.
So bad mood with the early break. Quite a big opening up quite a big gap here. See 3 more of McGuinness Racing horses catching up. Spiral Shatter looks like he's coming in strong on the inside here. Very strong. So that's about to take first. Here's the captain for Valkyrie Racing, Counterstroke, moving up into second. Don't think it's quite. Has he got enough to take the first place here?
Don't know, but where are the other? Is it Great Valkyrie going to take quite first, second?
Definitely got the first and second and the third.
And third.
Counterstroke, the captain, coming in second there, so a few extra points.
I've got a feeling Lacey might have picked this. She's got first, second, third, 5th, 6th, and 11th.
Oh, she did. That's another good comeback there. Yeah. 130 to 127. Lacey pulling it out of the bag in the marathons. Which is kind of what we expected here, given the team selection for McGuinness Racing and how close they were in the early ones. Yep. McGuinness Racing really needed a strong start, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if his team captain finishes one more place in front, then he No, then it's a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that would have been a draw, wouldn't it, if the team captain finished one in front, depending on where Dacey's team captain was actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What a comeback again.
So moving on to the next race of the night, Iceberg Racing versus East Coast Stables. Let's take a quick look at the flames. So both captains flaming at the 1,000 metre distance. Justice League for Iceberg Racing, Raise Your Glass for East Coast Stables. Something special. Said one Genesis for Iceberg Racing with the flames. Nothing for the donkeys. Some very, very strong horses on display tonight.
Yeah, looking forward to this.
Not long to wait for it, thankfully. This first race will be over quite quickly, given it's 1,000 metres. It's second one, 2,000 metres, so stretching the distance preferences out a bit. 2,400 for the final race. All the skins on display. He never put skins on his donkeys though. That's a shame. Could have at least made them look good for us.
Want to make sure they're donkeys.
Put the dark side skin on them. So you go in the first race, Iceberg Racing, East Coast Stables, 1,000 metres, both captains flaming. I imagine that's going to be quite consistent for, well, we'll see that 2,000 metres is quite far away from this, so.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where the donkeys come.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what their names are?
It's Gates 5 and 6, Local Technicality and Titanic Wave.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the captains. Just over the halfway point. Horse is about to break. Something special with the early lead. These donkeys are coming. They're coming.
I did say donkeys might not actually be donkeys because they're in each stable. Probably be my best horses if they were mine.
It's looking like a win for the Justice League here. Second, is that second place for Raise Your Glass? So 1-2 for the captains of each team there.
Wow. Captain.
Almost stole second from ECS there.
Got first, third, and fourth there. No, so it's going to take an easy lead with that. An early lead, sorry.
Iceberg Racing got the lead.
Yeah, not a massive one, but what big-ish.
Nothing that can't be made back. Moving on to the second race, 2,000 metres. So the captains have lost flames, to be expected there. Enormo flaming for Iceberg Racing. And 2 flames for East Coast Stables with Platinum Proof, Z1 Genesis and Triumphant Juniper, Z8 exclusive. I'll be waiting for this race to start. Let's have a quick look at their teams. And the profits on these, oof. Ridiculous.
More than most.
More than my lifetime profit. I mean, these donkeys ain't got anything, but yeah. Very strong team. Let's check out East Coast Stables. Not quite up there in the same levels as Profit, but the horses are certainly up there in terms of quality. Pretty well balanced team for East Coast Stables. Got something in every funnel. And Iceberg Racing, pretty similar. Perhaps lacking a bit in the marathons. Hope his donkey does something in the marathon down there. So yeah, Iceberg Racing is going to pretty much needed that result in the sprint to see them through to the finals, the final race in the marathon, considering they don't have anything there.
Yeah. Be interested to see who wins this one. East Coast Stables with the two Flames. Kind of got to think he should take it, but we all know Flames don't mean a lot.
Flames not required, Shark said earlier. Especially with some of these horses, they can just pull it out of the bag, can't they?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's see whether or not selecting those two donkeys is going to pay off for Iceberg.
Yeah, where were they on the first race again?
Didn't spot that. Local Technicality and Titanic Wave were the two.
Local Technicality was 4th. What was the other one?
Titanic Wave.
7th. So
not bad at all. No. They will just be finishing around the middle of the pack, I think. 2,000 metres in the second race. Iceberg Racing with the lead, taking the lead in from the sprint. Here we go. Oh, Lacey's popped on. You've just missed your race.
4. And you got them and basically won by 3 points.
Good run by your captain at the end as well. Keep an eye on Triumphant Juniper here. Do think Enormo's going to do quite well here though. Just coming up to the halfway point. Is that a break? Is it a break? It's quite a soft break if it's a break from Titanic Wave.
Those soft ones are not normally good.
No, it's like all of quite a few of Iceberg have done that. Justice League on the outside, catching up slowly there. Viva La Vegas for ECS, third currently. Titanic Wave still up there at the moment, second. Brand new key holding the leaders are going to 200 metres. Who's that coming up on the outside? Slander Unlimited coming up on the inside there. I don't think it... has he got enough? Not quite enough. It's going to be close.
Not quite, I think.
Very close, very close.
Closer.
Very close. Don't think it quite got it there.
Yeah, brand new key got it. Then Standard Unlimited.
It's like a good result for East Coast Stables there.
Yeah, you got 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So, yeah, that's a great result. He definitely wins round 2 with that.
Yep, 43.5 to 38.5, so 7.5 points going into the marathon. So I'd say at this point, East Coast Stables is probably the favourite to walk away with the win. Just given the distance preferences of Iceberg. And East Coast Stables having a bit more of a balanced team. Let's see if the Flames represents that as well. So Enormo kept his flame moving into 2,400. Brand new key flame in, the winner in the last race without flames. No flaming in the 2,400 metre. Triumphant Juniper with flames.
Yeah, it's looking more like a East Coast Stable win.
It's going to come down to the captains, I think, in this. So, Justice League and Race Your Glass, it's not their distance at all. They're both sprinters. But I mean, he can still make a difference. I mean, finishing sixth with your captain gets you 9 points. Those extra 3 points can make a massive difference.
Yep, definitely.
See, it's only 3 points in Great Valkyrie Racing against McGuinness. We had a couple of bigger wins today. But this one's as close as I expected it to be.
Yeah, Lacey's in the chat now. Yeah, that second round, you did have a bit of a shocking second round, but luckily your marathon horses poured it out for you right at the end. And a win's a win, don't matter how many points you win by.
No, that's it, yeah. Well, unless you draw in the group stage.
Yeah. Yeah, true, yeah. Yeah, that 1 point would actually be... But the second you get 2 wins, you know you're through. So if you start off with 3 points, you know, you've got to be quietly confident, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. That's it, Lacey. Gave him the hairdryer treatment.
Gave him sugar cubes.
So you go the final race of the fixture between Iceberg Racing and East Coast Stables. East Coast Stables slightly behind, but again, slight favourites at this distance, so backed up by 2 of the Flames here. Brand new Key, the winner at 2,000 metres in the previous race.
Kind of want these two to draw on points now.
Oh, it's possible, isn't it? It's possible.
Yeah.
Would be good to have our first draw.
Yeah. First draw and, well, 2 your... Technically, you want these in the final, don't you? If they're your picks.
Yeah, with my early picks, hopefully.
Yeah, you want them both through and both to meet in the final again.
So a bit of collusion between the team managers here, and let's just play for the draw. Play for the draw. Play for the draw. We both go through.
Yeah.
Purana Normo. Looks like he's catching up. Just over 600 metres to go. Don't know if it's got enough here to catch Triumphant Juniper, but it looks like it might do, you know.
It's still a massive long way out.
Yeah.
Especially for marathons.
Yeah.
Don't forget you can always get something fly from the back as well at this sort of distance.
We're almost taking the lead here.
The ones I like to call drug test horse. Something is coming from the back, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Oh, it is.
Look at
it's
that.
Platinum proof.
Jesus Christ. Drug test there for platinum proof.
That looks like a strong finish for ECS there. Whether or not it's enough for to catch up, we'll see in a second. But I think
no, East Coast has got first, third, fourth, fifth there, so that's a win for East Coast.
Platinum proof coming do well there.
Got more than a sugar cube.
East Coast Stables won. So 33 to 49.5 in the marathon. 131.5 to 123 in that.
That's a great win.
Good result for East Coast Stables there. So it's whether or not this, I mean, we could debate this forever, but whether or not selecting these 2 donkeys, they finished, what, 8th in that one there, Titanic Wave, lower than that. Whether or not that's been his downfall here.
It depends if he's got more balanced horses now, doesn't it? We don't know Iceberg's stable, so it's like if he's only got monsters and he couldn't put a nice balanced stable in because he doesn't have the horses, you just don't know, do you?
No.
If they're all like 20% winners, he can't get them all in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't a dominant performance. So, you know, I think other stables he's going to do well against, and those donkeys are clearly still going to rack up some decent points.
Yep. Moving into the next race, 1,200 metres, the first race is a fixture between Intense Racing and Emerald Aussie Stables. 2 flames for Intense Racing, with Atomic Sparkles and Steel Fire. Blue Peach for Emerald Aussie Stables. Neither captain flaming at this distance. Cheers, Sharks. Congratulations, and yeah, see you for the next one.
Yeah, see you, mate. Have a good one.
So I think this is is this the second race Intense Racing's been involved in now in Emerald Aussie Stables? I believe it is. Let's get that up in the group stage. Yes, we're back in Group A for this one. So both of these teams lost in their first fixture.
Oh, okay. We're back in Group A. Okay.
Yeah. So both of them really need a win here to have a chance of going through. Keep our eye on Atomic Sparkles. (1,200 meters this time in the sprint. I think Intense Racing lost 151 to 96 in their first race against Chubby Pony Club. So definitely be looking to make up a few extra points here. So approaching 400 meters. Steel Fire looking like it's going to take the lead here. I think Ideology's going to take that off him very shortly. Can lock a bit of a balanced finish. Oh, no. Intense Racing coming up. Is that Atomic Sparkles? Who was that? Yeah, Atomic Sparkles. With a late break there. I think he's just topped that for Intense Racing there. He would have tipped the balance.
Yeah, Intense Racing there got the first 4 home, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice early lead getting the first 4 home there.
Yep, 49 to 35, so we've got a gap of 14 for Emerald Aussie Stables to catch up with there. So moving to the mid distance, 1,600 metres, so not too far away, but we've got a flames for the captain in Emerald Aussie Stables this time with Diamond Zipper. However, Intense Racing does have 2 Atomic Sparkles with the flames again and Galaxy Freak. Atomic Sparkles finished well in the last race. Let's take a quick look at the teams while we're waiting for this next race to kick off. This is Intense Racing, quite a balanced team there. Let's take a quick look at Emerald Aussie. Emerald Aussie going to struggle in the marathons for sure. I think, is it 1,600 in this race? 1,600 has probably favoured him quite a bit there, considering the lack of longer distance runners.
Could be another comeback race.
Yeah, it does look like it's being set up for that at the moment. I know, would it be with Emerald Aussie is the one without marathoners. Intense Racing look like the favourite to walk away with this at the moment. I think they're definitely the stronger team in the marathon. Just down to Molly sensibly. Nice flames here for Emerald Aussie Stables anyway. 14 points to make up.
few low-class horses in both these teams as well. A couple of class 4s, class 3s. So a win for one of these stables, they're going to be over the moon, I think.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, obviously. I just posted a link in chat. I don't know if that comes through or not, if the links are blocked.
No, I don't see a link.
Okay, they must be blocked. Basically, I was saying if everyone could go on Twitter and retweet anything. Oh, looks like people already are, and I just won't get notifications. Twitter's normally pretty good at that.
We're getting into a nice little rhythm with the streams now anyway. Things seem to be working nicely. The system's updating nicely. Races are running smoothly. Just need to sort out that audio issue.
Yes, yeah. I'll try and... I have looked at my mic. My mic doesn't have any... I've gone into the software on it. It doesn't seem like I can turn up anything. But yeah, I've been posting I've been trying to get engagement on Twitter to get people in it. That's why I've asked you how many people, what's the number at, see if it's growing at all.
We tend to start off with quite a few people who are in the races, and they drop off as their races go by, and
Yeah,
everybody else picks up after.
understandable.
So race number 2 here between Intense Racing and Emerald Aussie Stables. Let's have a quick look. Keep an eye on Diamond Zipper. Emerald Aussie Stables will be after a good finish here from his captain. 14 points to make up, and definitely Intense Racing the favourites at the longer distance, I think. He's got a break here at 1600. Molly Sensibly with the early lead for Intense Racing. Doesn't look like it's going to hold that. Just over 300 metres to go. Is it going to hold the lead? No. Designer Vanguard's taking it at the moment. Looks like it's going to take this.
Yeah, I think it is just about. Something. Nah, nothing's going to catch it.
No, but there was a few of Emerald Aussie Stables horses there catching up at the last 50 metres there, which might have just...
You got first, third and fourth. 7th, 10th. 7th, 8th and 10th.
There we go, 14 points to catch up. Oh, did. So 50 to 33.5, currently leading by 2.5 points going into the finals, into the final distance, 2,200 metres. Not sure if that's going to be enough though. Really not sure. Intense Racing is the favourite in the marathon, so they've got all 3 flames. Molly Sensibly being the main marathoner of the team. Ideology Z2 Legendary and Galaxy Freak is Z7 exclusive. So it is looking like it's Intense Racing's 2.5 points behind, but they are favourites in this last distance.
To lose, basically. But in the god of the random gods, the Z gods. I think all the Z gods are all the people that like the Z gods that don't like them today, no? after all these paces and that.
Yeah, did you have many upgraded?
I had some that I knew would happen because they were flaming all the time, even though they weren't doing anything. They were flaming a lot in pretty much every pacer race they ever ran in.
Yeah.
And they got moved to elites, but they're not elite horses.
No, I think it's pretty much the same with my pacer. It's a knack pacer, so it's quite strong. Just naturally, anyway, being a knack against other ones, but it's not a great finish or anything.
Yeah, it's like Lacey just said, they're too busy making donkey pacers into donkey elites. I had a couple that did stay pacers now that I was actually quite shocked on. But I had some.
I mean, they could be turning into exclusives though, because they haven't done those yet.
Okay.
So yeah, you might be getting
no,
the max boost.
No, they're proper awful. But I think they stayed. I'm pretty sure I had one pacer go down to a cross. Can't remember. Have they done that? Are they even doing that? Is that a thing?
Yeah. The pacers have been bumped up to crosses.
Yeah, I think I had one pacer go to a cross, so that's not too bad, or a couple. But I think I did have one pacer that started off like okay and then went awful.
Well, as long as they're not going, the other way, as long as your exclusives aren't being turned into pacers, that's a bit of a kick in the teeth.
Yeah, exclusive tomorrow. Yeah. It looks like this is the final sort of stuff they're doing before they switch us over now. So it's definitely coming before Christmas.
Within a week, apparently, Facundo's alpha. Just mentioned to somebody, let's check back in a week and see how you feel.
Yeah.
So.
Lacey's got a good pacer that she reckons being exclusive.
It's quite a big jump up, isn't it, from a pacer to exclusive?
Obviously, good breeding.
Yeah. So into the final race between these two. Very, very close going into the final race. Intense racing, only 2.5 points behind. Definitely the favourites in this distance, but as we've seen, the flames can mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and distance preference can mean absolutely nothing sometimes.
Yeah.
But I do think Intent will come from behind in this race and go forward and win.
Yeah, Emerald definitely needed a better start in the sprints. Or even that's it was a 16. Was it the 1600? It was 1600, wasn't it? The last one.
Yes.
Yeah. So here we go. Horse is starting to break now. Galaxy Freak looks like it's going to take the early lead.
Kind of looked like it was going to break, then stopped. I don't like it when marathon horses do that.
It's sneaking up there. It's very close between Galaxy Freak and Diamonds in the Brain. Still over 400 meters to go. Scrutinise also coming up on the outside.
You know what? I think this might end up closer than we thought.
Yeah. Wait, no, you got two coming up now. Ideology catching up here. And that's going to finish third, maybe. Let's see. 100 meters to go. This might be a fourth.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get at least.
That's Scrutinise as well first. Scrutinise first as well for Intense Racing. There's the captain. That's probably gonna what's made the difference here.
Yeah, he got the first three. Well, he got first, third, and fourth. So I think that was enough, maybe, with the captain there as well.
Captain coming through for him at the end now. Let's see.
What were the points before? Do you remember?
So it was 2.5 in between them. So Intense Racing won that 47 to 41. So 129.5 to 126. So as we expected there, Emerald Aussie Stable a bit weak in the marathons.
So is that our first team eliminated?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I don't think Emerald Aussie Stable can qualify after 2 losses.
If he won the third, no, he'd be on 3 points, and the other guy's already on 3 points, and they can, even if they got a draw, they'd be on 4. So yeah, that's correct. Yeah, he's unfortunately after 2 losses, you are definitely eliminated.
So moving into the final fixture of the evening, Supreme Display of Talent versus Sprocket's Big Stables. This is the All-American group, isn't it?
Yeah. I think so, yes.
1,200 meters in the first race. Sprocket's Big Stable with 2 Flames, Spitting Image and Office Phantom. Supreme Display of Talent with 1 with Big Papi OG, Neither captain flaming in this one. Enterprise Moss making his second appearance. Who have you got for this one?
What, in this group?
No, just in this race. In this fixture even. Supreme Display of Talent or Sprocket's Big Stable?
You know what, I can't remember, hang on. I think on Supreme Display of Talent, I was gone, yeah. To be fair, I've got Supreme Display of Talent winning this group and Sprocket coming second, but after that Crimson Hands results, I think I might change my mind.
So yeah, Supreme Display of Talent needs the win here. They lost their first race. Sprocket's Big Stable won their first race.
Yeah, it's definitely a tight group, this one, especially if Supreme wins it.
Yeah, Sprocket's got a very strong. I mean, they're both very strong teams here. Supreme Display of Talent looking absolutely awesome in their skins though.
Yeah.
Enterprise Moss taking an early lead.
I'm gonna have to go and buy some skins after this.
300 meters to go. Still increasing its lead at the moment. Is it? Hard to tell when the auto camera swings away a little bit. 100 meters to go. Enterprise Moss won. Oh, he's won that clearly. Gotta love that horse.
I think Sprocket's gone and got second, third, and fourth.
Enterprise Moss being the captain for Supreme Display of Talent. No, big result there.
Yeah, nice 18 points. It's going to be very close on the points, actually.
Yeah, I think Supreme Display of Talent's pipped that. Let's see how we're getting on.
Yeah, interesting how close that actually was.
So, not far at all. 48 to 37.5. Bit of a jump up now in distances though to 2,000 meters.
That captain makes such a big difference.
Really does, really does. Choosing the right one's pretty essential, isn't it? So bumping up to 2,000 meters, obviously not the best distance preference, best distance here for Supreme Display of Talent, where Sprockets has got all three, including all three flames, including their captain, the Silent Sister.
I think, wasn't this one of the teams with all sprinters? Can't remember.
Let's take a quick look.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think Supreme Display Talent's kind of got like some mid-stayer type horses.
Yeah, yeah.
Where Sprocket's got 2 mid-stayers and 1 stayer.
Supreme Display is pretty well balanced. Let's take a quick look at SBS. I mean, they're pretty much the same. The Silent Sister, with the marathon being its preferred distance preference as the captain, which means Supreme Display of Talent's probably going to have to. Well, I mean, his captain's already come through with him with a win in the sprint, to be honest. So, will be needing Silent Sister to pull out some good results in these last two. 10.5 points to make up. Yes, it's not the biggest gap there either.
No, definitely not.
This is the one thing with Enterprise Moss, though. I think it finishes quite well generally, no matter where it's running. It seems to have done well in any distance that he's raced in so far. Not sure if it's got enough to do the 2,000 meter though against these guys. It's the Silent Sister flaming, Sambaya flaming, and Panty Sniffer.
Gonna have to start doing that. Just naming horses like that cause a chuckle.
For the comedy value.
Yeah. Just breed. Oh yeah, see there you go. You can we can do one where it's all maidens and someone can breed their horses and put them in order, so when we read them it's like a little story. All six horses. That'd be quite funny, and whoever makes us laugh the most wins a prize or something. That'd be quite funny. That would actually be quite funny, wouldn't it?
Depending on what they come up with. I've seen the names of some horses in this, and yeah, you wouldn't be reading those out on stream. Panty Sniffer's a good fun name though to stick in there.
Yeah.
So here we go, second race. Supreme Display Talent leading by 10.5 points after the first. Sprockets with a chance with his 3 flames now to make a bit of a difference. Catch up going into the final race.
He's got an odd skin tonight. He didn't have that odd skin the other night, did he?
Yeah, his captain was in a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So our penultimate race for tonight. One more to go at the marathoner distance for these two. I'll wrap up today's fixtures. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next set of fixtures, and that'll be it for this week. We'll be back again on Monday, so get the weekend off. I might do a bit of streaming on the Zed Racer Pro dashboard over the weekend if I get time. So just over halfway. Horse is starting to break now. One more then done with the early lead. Doesn't look like it's going to hold that very long though with Panty Sniffer coming up. And it's already taken.
Panty Sniffer takes the lead.
It's like a fairly strong lead as well at the moment. The new guy coming up on the outside here, quite strong in lane 12. Not quite got enough on it there. Enterprise Moss coming up for captain. Yeah. Look, he might
get there.
Just over 100 meters to go. It's going to take the lead here. Another win for Enterprise Moss. Is that Grand Jury as well coming second? That's a great result for Supreme Display of Talent there.
Yeah. That's his captain, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's a big win.
One of the best buttes in the game, I think, by quite a bit, I think, Enterprise Moss. So 1-2 for Supreme Display of Talent, 3-4-5, I think, for Sprocket's Big Stable.
Yep.
It's going to be pretty close. Yeah, very close. So Sprocket's Big Stable actually won that by 2 points, believe it or not.
Wow. Nice
very close.
For the last. Yeah.
Let's see who's got the flames in the final. So Supreme Display of Talent's taken 2 of them. Kind of what we'd expected. The captain flaming though for Sprocket's Big Stable.
But that could be interesting.
Yeah, as we've seen in the first 2 races, though, Enterprise Moss just doesn't care about flames or distance.
Yeah.
2,600 meters this time. We're at the extremes of the distance preference. So not much in it there. 8.5 points. Anybody's race going into the last one, really. You'd favour Supreme Display of Talent, just based on the distance preferences and the flames that they've got.
And we want to make it interested in that group as possible. So if he wins this one, he lost his first one, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's
for entertainment purposes. Yeah.
Supreme Display of Talent's chance to stay in the tournament here, stay in the group stage at least.
Oh yeah, yeah. If he loses, he's out, isn't he? Wow. Good luck.
I think Enterprise Moss has probably been the best captain that we've seen so far out of all the teams. Just off the top of my head, thinking back to the wins, 'cause it did score quite well in the first fixture, even though they lost. It wasn't by much.
Yeah, we'll have to maybe go back through that, see how the captains are doing. Almost could have done the like Captain Golden Hoof.
Oh, maybe we can still do that. We can still do the Captain Golden Hoof. We do have a bunch of extra prizes around that we can throw in there, so it'd be quite a nice one to put in actually.
Yeah, because you can, because even people that go out in the group stages technically could win that if they had a.
Yeah, they could have 3 wins. The captain could be winning every race, couldn't it? And the rest of the horses not pulling their weight.
Yep.
And the flip side as well for the teams reaching the final. Captains might not be doing well, but the rest of the team is. So our final race of the evening, and the final race between Supreme Display of Talent and Sprocket's Big Stable. 8.5 points going into it. Is it 8.5? I think it's 8.5. It's very close anyway, it's anybody's race still. We've had too many 2,600 metres tonight.
We had one earlier, I think. Can't remember.
The group stage is definitely heating up now anyway as we start running into the second races. Second fixtures even.
Yeah. Tomorrow's going to be interesting, and obviously everything finishes
next week, yeah. Just over halfway. You should start seeing the breakaway pack shortly. There we go, first horse to run off, Sambaya. Taking the early lead. Not the strongest break, but Pinky hunting him down.
So what's the points gap again?
8.5 or something.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Say not the strongest break. It's doing quite well there. Enterprise Moss again coming up on the. Keep an eye on him out there. Doesn't look like he's got quite the same kick to him this time. Zamba's doing well, holding the lead there, but the Silent Sister coming up. This is the captain for Sprocket's Big Stable, so him winning could be a massive, massive result here. He's not going to win though. Grand Jury's going to take it. Looking fairly balanced.
Yeah, he's done. I think. Oh, I can't call that. Actually.
No, very, very close.
Spring's won the race. Then Sprocket's got 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and 6th.
Will it have been enough?
Yeah, I think that.
We've got our first draw of the tournament, 130, 130. Can you believe it? Very, very close race.
I said I can't call it, and that's why.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was pretty shocked to see a draw actually. I was tempted. I was wondering whether or not we'd ever actually see one, but yeah, very, very close race between the two of them. Great comeback. Great comeback from Sprocket's Big Stable. Captain did him a massive massive favour there, finishing 2nd. But yeah,
that's amazing.
Brilliant. What a way to wrap up the evening. I mean, we had the same yesterday when there was 0.5 points in it. But yeah, not quite a draw then. So yeah, great to see. You know, it's possible at least now.
Yeah. Wow, that's class. The draw.
So just
A
for
point
clarity,
each.
yeah, I mean, just for clarity, if this was a draw in the knockout stage, obviously there's no points there, so we don't have penalty shootouts or anything like that. The winner would have been Sprocket's Big Stable because they won the 2 of the 3 races.
Yes.
But because we're in the group stage,
What happens if they draw the sprints, draw the mid, draw the stayers?
if it's all a draw, we just do a coin flip at that point. There's not much more we can do.
You're not
Some
going to
sort of
go
coin
on
flip.
like captains' decisions or anything like that.
I guess we could do captain finishes. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we want to try and avoid the coin flip as much as we can. So captain finishes is probably a good way to do it. But yeah, what a good set of races that was. Another entertaining night.
Amazing at 130 each. They've got a point each. So that means Supreme Display Talent actually still does have a chance to get through.
Yep. Yeah, Sprocket's Big Stable taking the lead in the group with 4 points. Crimson Hands with 3, still got a race to go. Be tomorrow, I believe. Supreme Display Talent holding in there with 1. 1 point's all you need in these first 2 races, though, to keep yourself in it. Depending on what goes on with the others, obviously. I think he's got a race. Is it GMZ's racing next? Let's take a quick look at the fixtures there for Supreme Display Talent and see who they've got up next. Oh, so they've already raced Crimson Hands, so yeah, they've got GMZ next. So Crimson's probably the strongest team in that group. So yeah, everything to race for in that last one. Looks like those distances are going to favour Enterprise Moss again as well. So see how that goes. But yeah, brilliant. Thanks everybody for joining us, and yeah, make sure you have a quick browse through the results and the groups, get yourself up to date with it, and yeah, anything else from us tonight, Derek?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it, and we'll see everyone tomorrow.
Yep.
Thanks for everyone that joined, and yeah, if you can go on Twitter and tweet the hell out of all the results, that'd be, or retweet, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be really appreciated. Particularly as things are starting to heat up now. It's always a bit slow in the early races, but things start to get a bit more interesting when there's teams getting knocked out, and particularly when you start getting draws and things like that in there as well, because the teams are so well balanced. So yeah, great.
Cool.
Cheers everybody. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, 21:15 UTC. It'll be the final set of races for this week, and yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow. Cheers, guys.
Cool. See you tomorrow.
Bye.